Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's a new month. Welcome to September. I'm calling it a September to remember. I'm looking forward to all the things that God is going to do in this month of September, and I know that it's going to be a beautiful month. They say it's like the beginning of Ember months. Yes, September, October, November, December. And I know that this last 4 months is going to be splendid for me. And I know that it's also going to be a beautiful month for you. So I pray that you have an amazing month and you receive all of God's blessings, everything He has planned for you in this month of September. So welcome again to September, and if you're new here, you're welcome. If you're returning, you're welcome also. So this is Zion. So Zion is about God, it's about music, it's about faith, it's about experiences, and I know that this channel is going to be a blessing to you. So don't forget to subscribe and click on the notifications. Okay, so today I'm going to begin something that is going to last for a very long time. I'm going to be talking about my journey so far and my walk with God. So I'm going to kick off today. Some weeks back, the Spirit of God laid in my heart that I should begin to talk about my journey. I should begin to talk about my work with God. It's been a long journey. We are still on the journey. It's not like the journey has ended, so, but we are still on the journey. But it laid in my heart to begin to talk about the journey so far and the things I've learned, the experiences I've had in my walk with God. So I'm going to begin to share them from today. Okay, so today I'm going to start from my childhood, how it all started and how it has been with God. Okay, I came from a family that really loves God. My parents, my siblings, I'm like the last, I'm the last child, so I met them like going to church, and they really love God. My parents, my dad and my mom really do love God, and they encourage their children, to get involved in church activities, to get involved in anything happening in the house of God. So there was no way I would escape it, because my dad, if you are going to church, you have to follow. There's no way we leave you in the house and you go to church. And so that's the way it was. And it's not like my family really had so much, financially, but they encouraged me and my siblings to attend like camp meetings in the church that I attended when I was younger. They always had what is called children camp meetings, and like every holiday they have camp meetings that children can go to learn about God. There are activities, fun activities, everything that you can learn about God, and you have to pay to attend. Even though they didn't have much, they always brought out money for me to attend. And at times when they didn't really have the money, my elder sister would sponsor my attending these camp meetings. And these meetings really changed my life. Those camp meetings, aside from my local church where I learned about God, from those camp meetings I learned about God, and I would say that I really loved God from childhood. I think maybe because of the kind of environment, maybe the kind of environment and that I grew up in, and I really opened my heart to to the teachings. And even from childhood I began to have experiences with God, and I think I could hear God speak to me then when I was still younger. So because of those the environment that I grew up in and what I was exposed to by my parents, I was able to grow in my spiritual walk with God, and I'll say that has really helped me. There's some scriptures that I just know, like that. It's not because I learned them now, but I've learned them before. Sometimes when we go to those camps, they'll tell you, oh yeah, I need you to memorize this chapter. I remember when I learned Psalm 91 from beginning to the end, and I had to, I have to recite it. So I recited it, and even up to now, that scripture is still, I still know it very well. So I'll say my upbringing helped me in my work with God. So today, I want to encourage every parent and out there, if you are a parent or you are a soon to be parent, you're getting married, you be a parent, and then you should give your child the right foundation as they are growing up. It's building the right foundation for your children. It's very, 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 very important. Education, love, and care, they are very important. But building a strong spiritual life for them, the spiritual foundation is very paramount. Because the way we see things now, the way things are now, it's not the way the things were, in like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. Children are exposed to a lot of things on the internet. And sometimes I just go through the internet and I see some kind of things happening. I'm like, wow. Some children are exposed to that, and if they don't have the right foundation, right spiritual foundation that they're growing up, they might not be able to build up on that good foundation. They may not be able to build up their spiritual life. Having the right foundation will help them grow, will help their spiritual life a lot. These days, children are exposed to a lot of immoral things, both on the internet and in their interactions with people in the society. Even if you take your child to school, you don't know what is happening in the school. You don't know what is happening in that place that you took them to, or that birthday that you took them to. But if you're able to teach them right, they are able to make the right decisions even from childhood. I know that there are some situations that came up even when I was still younger. But the foundation that my parents gave me helped me a lot to make the right decisions. That even when some things that people want to share, I want you to get involved in these kind of things, I know that it is not right. I know that I'll be taught that I should not involve myself in this. I know the kind of teachings I've received from my parents and from the meetings I've attended. So it helped my decisions. It helped me, in my work with God and in my interactions with people in the society. Parents should be role models for children to follow. When it's, even though you just encourage them, you can say, okay, I want my children to go to church, but you sit at home. There's something different when you not only encourage them to church, but you also attend to, and they see you that, oh, you too, you love God, and you too, you are serving God. And children see a lot of things. They see so much, and they learn from the things that they see. And when they see you that, okay, my parents are attending church, they're not only just talking the talk, but they are doing the talk. You get, not just tell them, oh, yeah, I need you to go to church, but you also being the forefront and being the role model that they should follow. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. So that's from the King James Version. So from NLT, New Living Translation, it says, teach your children to choose the right path, and when they are older, they will remain upon it. So teach your children to remain in the right path, and when they are older, they will remain upon it. So building a right foundation for them is very important. He said when they are older, they will remain upon it. He said teach them the right path. Teach them the right path. Don't wait for internet to teach them, but you go ahead and teach them in the way that they should go. He said, and when it's old, he will not depart from it. I have not departed from the things that I've learned, because those things have shaped me and has helped me. And I am so glad that I had that foundation. I had that foundation as a child. Then, when you give them the right foundation, they will be able to grow up to be better adults. They'll be able to make better decisions because you gave them the right foundation. I would say that my life took a better shape because I was taught the right things when I was younger. I was exposed to the right things when I was younger. Then when I was still younger, we didn't have the internet so much like we do now. And the things that my parents taught me, the things that I saw them do, actually, the things that I saw them do, and the things that they taught me really helped me. And those many things that I was exposed to really helped me a lot. So what foundation are you building for that child? So even if you don't have a child, or you have children around you, you meet with a lot of children around you in the society. What are you teaching them? Because if you meet someone outside now and their parents is not there, what can you tell that child? Like, this is the right thing that you should do. You get? So it's not only for your own children, you can also be a source of light to other children around you. So it's very paramount for parents to, take their foundation, or the spiritual foundation of their children, very seriously, because it will really, really help them in their childhood, and it has helped me. So this is how my journey began. It began from my parents exposing me to meetings, teaching me, and there was one experience. One time I didn't really want to go to church. I think it was for a rehearsal, and my sister was married then, and I went to my sister's place because I didn't really want to go. My dad, I didn't have a phone. My dad called my sister, like, give her the phone. So when she gave me the phone, like, he told me to go to church and he warned me. I didn't even think twice. As I dropped the call like this, I went to church. I said, I beg. I thought what, and I was so glad that I went that day. Though I was angry, no, but now I look back and I'm so glad that he did that. He encouraged me, to serve God. My dad and my mom, they encouraged me, and they are still serving the Lord even up to this time. And I'm so glad that they encouraged me to serve the Lord. Some of the things that I'm doing now, it's because, I've learned a lot as a child, and I look back and I'm so grateful that I had that right foundation. So if you are a parent, or you're going to be a parent soon, you're going to get married, you should do same for your children. You should lead them in the way that they should go. You should leave a right foundation for them. You should build them up in the way that they should go. You should give them the right foundation, that even when they go out or they are exposed to things on the internet, they are able to make the right decisions, because there are a lot of immoral things on the internet. Really, there are. But if you are able to teach them the right things, if you are able to show them the right path, they will walk in that path, and they will live in that path. And you also let your life be a shining light to them, for them to see. Be their role models. Not just tell them, I need you to do this, and you are doing the opposite. Children learn a lot from the things that they see. So don't just talk the talk, but do the talk. Let them learn from your behavior, from your actions, and let them learn the right things from you as their parents. Because I looked at my parents, I learned the right things. I looked at my brothers and my sister, I learned the right things. Because before I started going to those camp meetings, they already started going. They were already going, and they were, I love the Lord. So from what I saw, I was able to learn, and I was able to, walk in that path also. So this is an encouragement for you. Even if as a parent you think that you've not really created the right path for them, or the right foundation, there's still a lot of time to do that. And there's time for you to make corrections and show them the right path to follow. Yeah. So this is just the beginning. This one, well, I've not gotten to the exciting part of my journey and some that part. So this is like an introduction. So I think I'll end here today. So this is it's really good. It's talking about it, brought a lot of memories. Good memories, and I'm glad I talked about this today. So till next time. So until next time, keep loving God, keep being the best, and keep following God. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. So stay with me, don't go anywhere, and invite others too to come and subscribe to my channel. So bye.